Hello everyone, I'm Shruti Pant, Assistant Professor, Department of Architecture, BLDA CET Vijaypura. Today we are talking about urbanization. What exactly urbanization means, the impact of urbanization to the people as well as to the city. Buildings do not exist in isolation but in a larger context of our towns and cities. And in this context, which is being destroyed day by day, as it is in so many other cities all over the developing world. Urbanization is nothing but is a phenomena which is observed all over the world whether nation is developed or developing. Major cause for the urbanization is migration, which is nothing but increase in the population in terms of in a search of opportunities of jobs, education, better lifestyle and many more. Where people will be moving to cities where city population will keep on increasing. One of the most significant sector which is impacted by the urbanization is residential sector, where predominantly the land of residential land or the residential zoning is being impacted and affected by the urbanization. The rapid urbanization on housing sector especially is being observed that it is been increasing every single day irrespective of the place. Urbanization and the pace of urbanization has been increasing very rapidly in last few decades, and cities are growing very fast because of the people which are migrating from the towns to the cities, from village to the town, where the one point the jurisdiction of the municipal will go or spread beyond its zoning, and more towns are getting converted into cities because of the urbanization. According to United Nations Population Fund Agency in 2008, more than half of the world is being living in the cities. And here you can see urbanization trend is seen all over the world but mainly in Asian countries. In India, we have metro cities as well as tier 2 cities which are growing very rapidly because of the migration from the surrounding area. This process of urbanization affect the size of the settlements. The villages are gradually converting into smaller towns. The smaller towns are converting into larger towns, and larger towns are converting into cities. Where if the people start migrating from one place to another place, the small surrounding villages or the places also will be a part of the city or a part of the larger area, which will also called it as a city. This trend has led to the growth of megacities. The megacity in urban areas are having more than 10 lakh population presently. Because of this rapid expansion or growth of the cities or city borders driven by increasing in the population and infrastructure development, all these borders of the cities are becoming the part of the cities and converting into megacities. For example, Bangalore, where the Lalbagh was the boundary of the boundary of the Bangalore when Kempegowda designed Bangalore. But the Lalbagh is become a central place of the Bangalore itself. That is how rapid growth have been taken in Bangalore because of the migration, not only from the Karnataka but by neighboring cities and also at the international level. Here, the pulling factor of urbanization we are talking about. What are the pulling factor, or what all the things makes people to move from one place to another place? Few of the opportunities I have listed out here. One is employment opportunities, modernization, access, better lifestyle, education, and more exposure, which are nothing but here people feel that you have many options when it comes to job because of various IT companies or various jobs are coming into these urban areas. People are ready to invest people are starting their businesses over here. So compared to these villages in cities or in a tier 2 cities or towns, you have a different job opportunities. You don't need to stick to only one particular job, or you can explore yourself. You want to know what you want to be in. So you have a better opportunities when it comes to the jobs and modernization, because of all these metro rails and different malls are coming up, and these kind of modernization are kind of acting as a pulling factor for people to move in. And when it comes to access, these cities are well connected to the national and international level, where easy accessibility is there, easy connectivity is there from move to one place to another place, from a bus to the metro rails to the international airports, everything. This is one of the reasons why people would like to move to the cities. And you have a n number of opportunities when it comes to education sector. You no need to stick to only particular one or two schools or colleges which you don't want. So here n number of options are there for you people to choice or choose your way of career. And more exposure also is there, because it has been well connected to rest of the world. People are coming from all over the places, so you can have a more exposure, you can connect to more people, you can show your talent. All these are kind of opportunities for the people which are pulling them towards the cities, which is one of the ways or one of the reasons for urbanization or migration. And what all threats we can see here? All majorly we can see the threats in the urbanization, because urban areas are growing so rapidly. It is going beyond the government zone, where government is not able to serve them properly or unable to provide all the basic services or needs for the people because of the rapid growth in the population. At the same time, because of the air migration, we can see air pollution, vehicles also will lead to the air pollution, and too many people are staying in a smaller area, which also will help their affect their health. And also so much of automobile exhaust products will be there, which also will pollute the urban air. And also in a small area so many people are staying, and density has been increasing. High density is there in these cities, which also reflect the health of the people. And also urban development also is having an environmental risk, such as flash flood, and also population increasing, which also affects in the basic necessity of the people, like food, shelter, which are increasing their rates, or the prices are going very costly. How the environment affect the urbanization, basically, which we spoken about general advantage and disadvantages of these migrations or reasons for migration, but how it is affecting the urban environment. Urban population interacts with the environment, basically, where urban people changes the environment of the city or the city environment by consumption of food, energy, water, land use, also by day-to-day activities, which will turn into polluted urban environment, because too much of population and a smaller area, lesser basic facilities, users are more, so which also will affect the scarcity of these basic services, as well as it will affect the health of the urban population or people. First one is diversity. If we want to talk about, as cities grows or migration takes place here, the density also will increase, which will directly affect the ecological footprint of the city, or ecological footprint of the city will increase, which is one of the disadvantages of this migration. When this urban expansion takes place in forest, wetland, agricultural land, which leads to the habitat clearance, where agricultural land also will be converted into non-agricultural land, because you have to accommodate so many people, or residential zoning is been increasing. They are converting all the small artificial or man-made lakes into apartments, and these kind of biodiversity, or this is affecting the urban environment. and the lifestyle of this urban environment, which is kind of consumptive and requiring greater natural resources, which are going day by day, which are reducing day by day because of the increasing population and air pollution, water scarcity, and all the trees and these natural resources have been cutting down, which also is one of the ways which affecting the soil condition. At the same time, because trees have been cut down, the groundwater level also is going down in the cities. Next one, we have inequality of water. As we already know, urbanization or the migration will lead to the slum over a period of time, where for 100 people staying, there are 1,000 people are staying in a same area, the water consumption will be more. So whoever can afford the water, they'll be paying the money and getting the water. Who can't afford, so they are not getting a sufficient water. At the same time, government is not able to serve to the population, or the city is been reaching the saturation point where not only the water but all the services, all the day-to-day activities are in the scarcity. Especially the fresh water, we have lot of scarcity. Then we have a air pollution. When it is increase in the population, obviously the number of vehicles will be more, the which affects the air pollution. At the same time, because of the CO2, again it is affecting to the air pollution, and it which these kind of events were result of high level of emission of sulfur dioxide, all the vehicles which also leave the smokes, and also these kind of foggy weather will be cover the entire city because of the population and high vehicle uses. Next, when we have a disease, because we have a very small place to live in, because we don't have a proper facilities like sewage and the drainage facilities, or the population is increasing beyond the government area, it is leading to the disease. People are kind of affected or infected by the disease on day-to-day activities, and they are having a very greater risk of these kind of asthmas and any other disease, bacterial infection, viral infection, and all these infection or diseases are attacking the people because of the lack of place as well as lack of maintenance. And we have a elevated emission of air pollution, where because of the industrialization, so many industries are coming into these kind of cities, and first of all there is an increase in population and also increase in the vehicle movement. When the industrialization took place, again it is affecting the air population very badly because of the emission of all these poisonous gases, and few of the wastes are going into the water. All these industrialization is also one of the ways for the environmental hazard and health hazard. Next, we have a development of slums. As we already know, slums are increasing in these cities because of the high density of people population, or in a smaller area large number of people are staying there. One of the examples if I have to give, Dharavi, which is located in Mumbai, obviously everyone knows about it. Dharavi is covered more than 60% of the Mumbai here, which is having more than 50 to 60% of the population in Mumbai is staying in Dharavi. Dharavi is considered as one of the largest slums in Asia, where because of the lack of development, or no land is there for the development, or no housing, proper housing is being provided, very poor connection of this electricity, water scarcity is also there. Because of all these lack of day-to-day activities, the slum is increasing in size every single day. So people are not getting a proper day-to-day activities like shelter, water, food and all. And one of the reasons for this kind of slum development is nothing but fast phase in the industrialization, lack of development of this housing. So we are having a land for this industrial development, but scarcity in the residential zone especially. So what can be done here is the local government can involve the people to develop their own areas by taking the support of the government, and you can actually promote the economic development and job creations can be done, and reduction of air pollution by upgrading these energy uses. Alternate transport system can be utilized or given or addressed by the government, and you can go for a public private partnership which provides the services such as air disposal and waste collections, everything. You can plant n number of trees which also will help the reduction of these pollutions in urbanization. So basically this urbanization, why we are talking urbanization today, which urbanization affect the city environment. So when it comes to the urbanization, at the same time environment of these urban areas also will affect the people and the users. Thank you.